Recommended retail prices are rising according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics. The Consumer Price Index rose 0.6% in the March quarter of 2014 alone. Fortunately for young startups, there are alternative ways of making purchases and escaping the high prices. Second-hand items are constantly available and are a good choice for many reasons. Berto Pandolfo, Director of Integrated Product Design, explains why young entrepreneurs should give second-hand items a go.
A lot of objects, for example, in the past were made in particular ways that are no longer produced or used today. So you probably can access certain types of finishes and workmanship that have been lost, and so you can't access them anymore. So it's a way of getting something completely unique. And of course, that ability to be unique is important. If you're able to create a space that's different to other people, you can customize it so it's really pleasing to yourself, and that's often you're only able to do that with second-hand goods, because most of the new goods is being mass-produced and many people haven't.
Young entrepreneur Bashoy Iskander, known as DJ Bash, started off his business purchasing second-hand equipment.
When I first started off, I had to obviously have a look at how much equipment's possibly going to cost me. There's plenty of resources online. There's plenty of DJ shops and audio equipment stores, and like physical stores and online stores. So it gives you a good idea as to how much you can somewhat budget for. And starting off, obviously it's important so you know how much you're going to be paying and how fast you're going to make it back. When I first started off, I think what I found was quite important was how much business can I possibly get to cover my costs, because anything after that is really money in my pocket.
Shay Hardy, manager of second-hand store Reverse Garbage, explains that the purchasing of second-hand items also has great environmental benefits.
Well, second-hand items can definitely be even better than brand new items, because right now we have the problem of what's called built-in obsolescence. There's a lot of items out there these days that are just built to fall apart. When you buy secondhand, normally it's an older item that was built with a lot of care and intention, possibly by somebody who was actually a craftsman instead of just factory-built crap. Sorry for the lack of better words. But when you buy secondhand, you're also saving this item from going into the landfill, as otherwise, where else is it going to go? When it's not used anymore, when you don't want that bookcase, when you don't want that strainer in your kitchen, if you buy secondhand, it has a place to go. And really, there's always something that somebody needs to go somewhere.
Financial advisor Nick Cooper says that when looking to start a business, second-hand items can assist in budgeting.
For both student and entrepreneur as well, it is about planning. It's about planning the future. As an entrepreneur, you want to have a business plan. You want to have a business strategy. So that means you need to do your research in advance before you do your business plan. Second-hand items do become relevant after the big ticket items, all right? The question is, of course, you've got to know what you're buying second-hand, and you have to do your research into that as well. Now, whether it's a vehicle, a transport vehicle for your business, whether it's a little van that you need to transport your bread or whatever you're selling, or whether it's a car for private use, knowing where to look to for guidelines on buying a second-hand product which is not going to be a dud. Whether it's textbooks, you need to look at the edition and make sure you've got the right edition, and so on. So once again, doing your work in advance, your research. There's nothing wrong with second-hand. In fact, it can help you an awful lot if you're on a tight budget.